No looter scooter for max standard banned cards, right? You need to put some Emrakul. You need to put some Promised Ends in here. I made sure to doll up the mana base. For this league. Twitch baby time. Pythreon. What the 9-month resubscription? That's so long. That's so long. You're not going to leave me on the hook without child support, are you? Hope you stick around for a while. Thanks and welcome back again. I do appreciate it. What's going on, Dylan? Hey, Vaco here, letting you know I changed my username, but the person's still the same. Sounds good, LOQ. Thank you for the bits. Opponent activates the... Alright, so this is very likely Grishel brand. A bunch of resubs. A Crater, 1993. Thank you very much for the 5 months. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. This Rampaging Ferocidon is actually really good in this matchup, right? Because they can't pitch to Shoal. This card's like actually obnoxiously good, right? If we can hit a land here. Yeah, this card, well, it depends on what their health total ends up at. Harsh Mentor plus Rampaging Ferocidon are both very good in unison together. Is it Collective Brutality or Cathartic Reunion? Cathartic Reunion. What's going on, the real Mr. Morden? Good evening. Why is the curve on this deck ambitious? It's actually very reasonable, right? There's 16 1s, 13 2s, 10 3s. Like what's ambitious about that? I'm gonna be a really benevolent dictator. Give me a chance. Use your words. Tell me why it's ambitious. I'm giving you a chance here before we give you a 10-minute timeout. And the curve on the deck seems very reasonable. Oh, this tags fetch lands? That's hilarious. It's a shame we didn't hit a land there. If we hit a land there, we probably would have mostly locked this up. Maybe they aren't comboing us this turn. If they aren't comboing us this turn, we're in a real good spot. Yeah, if we would have hit a land here, we would have been in a pretty amazing spot. 10 out of 10. This is gonna be pitch a shoal, splice a thing. I think we're getting wormed here. Oh, there's that. Or we're just getting double vengeance. Here, Tick, thanks for sending your Amazon fund money this month. Did I get that right? Thank you very much and welcome back. We're very dead. There's the beats. Alright. Relic and Skullcrack in Rift Bolt, pretty bad. Molten Rain, pretty bad. Well, I guess these Searing Bloods and Searing Blazes are terrible, right? Hey, Nero. The 25-month resub. That's a lot. Over 2 years. Welcome back, bud. No, they just kill the Mentor first, chat. They just kill the Mentor first. They just kill the Mentor first. They gain 7 inside of combat. They draw at least 1 land. They pitch 1 land to kill the Mentor. And that's like assuming they don't draw other ways to gain health. Yeah, the Molten Rain's like okay. It's like less embarrassing than some of these other cards. This is fine. Run it. If we'd hit our 3rd on curve there, I think we would have been okay. I think the Rampaging Ferocidon would have killed them there, but without the Rampaging Ferocidon, we were definitely pretty far behind. It seems fine. Turn 1 Relic into Harsh Mentor. Yeah, Harsh Mentor is one-sided, which is nice. If they floop a fatty into the yard, I might just pop the relic here. I like put Grizzly Bees in the bin here. Just a Night's Whisper, okay. In that case, I think I'd rather put Eidolon into play first, right? That's more likely to go to the distance, I think. Just gonna activate my relic ASAP here. What's going on, Anoronics? Howdy, howdy. Trigger. We could die here. I could go land, Spirit Guide, Goryo's Vengeance, or thing. Thanks. Yeah, we won the I won the important match of the weekend, right? I won the match that everybody's gonna remember. God, how good would it have been if they missed a land drop there? Just like get you. It's not enough to just have full white bordered. It's the foil full arts mixed in that really add that touch of jazz. It takes SCG a couple of days to get their archives up on YouTube. Just get to keep annoying them with this relic. It's a Rampaging Ferocidon. That's hopefully going to wrap this up. I mean, they're always on the Through the Breach plan. They're never not on the Through the Breach plan. Like they play Through the Breach in their main deck. No, this is when we start. Every Monday to Wednesday. I guess you could maybe make an argument that I'm supposed to Molten Rain them off the Blood Crypt here to play around Through the Breach. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. It puts down this. Maybe this is loose, but like they're gonna go to 8 here off of this trigger, and then they'll go to 6 off of this, and then with Harsh Mentor. I need to check the date, Anoronics. I'm unsure offhand. I didn't write it down. I think Harsh Mentor is an okay card. I could maybe see an argument being made like it's worse on average than Eidolon, so like you should have your 4th Eidolon before your first Harsh Mentor, but as like additional 2-drops, it seems more than fine. You have no idea in RW. Unlike a lot of people that play Magic, I'm not going to profess to like understand all the ins and outs of what's going on here, having never played the deck before. Alright, so I'm going to stop on my opponent's turn and Skullcrack them. Or maybe I'm just gonna bolt them. Yeah, I'm gonna bolt them so that way they can't Nourishing Shoal in response. Yeah, I'm gonna bolt them because then they're like locked under the Eidolon, which is nice. Just blast you. Just locks them under this. Got him. Hey, Ilmarian. $12 donation, thank you. So my suggestion for Modern is always try before you buy. So I always recommend to people, if you're not sure what you want to play in Modern, Modern's a format where, unlike Standard, there's a huge variety of decks that are very competitive in this format. So you shouldn't just take one of the decks that's the best deck in the format and hop on it, because it's not that much better than the other decks in the format. What you should do is you should proxy a bunch of decks and play with your friends, or play on Cockatrice or X-Mage or whatever, and get a feel for a deck or two that you're interested in playing in the format before you actually commit to owning one. I think the sand's too slow. I don't think I want to keep a one-lander even on the draw. This is too much of a risk. Sand's much better. Yeah, I'm gonna top that actually. I wanna hit my guaranteed third land in 3 turns, just so I can like curve this into Harsh Mentor, leave Relic up. I'm just gonna turn to us and it won't matter. Ding. I'm not dead yet. Yeah, I cut 2 spells from the open list and added 2 lands. The open list was playing 19, we're on 21 today. All right, so now the question becomes, how conservative do I want to be here? Do I want to hold up my Relic activation? I feel like there's a pretty low chance that we need the Relic activation next turn, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and jam the Eidolon in here. I think the potential to get more damage in with that is higher. Yeah, Pythran, we've played a Traverse Shadow list with Bloodbraid Elf on the stream before. Are we getting wormed? That was a fun match. Definitely getting wormed. Have you heard about my worm? I said, whoa, worm. Whoa, worms. Oh, just a Gristlebrand. Okay. 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 Am I dead? Feeling pretty dead. You could probably argue our deck is too fair for Modern. Gristlebrand is so great. This is another one of those decks that's going to take... This deck's going to be significantly worse than a post-Dampening Sphere world, right? Like, there's going to be 4 Dampening Spheres in the sideboard of almost every deck. Maybe I was supposed to play Harsh Mentor there. Remember when people were ragging on my Harsh Mentor? Our opponent would be dead right now, or they wouldn't have been able to draw more cards specifically had I put Harsh Mentor into play. Yep. Will Dampening Sphere be too oppressive a hate card? I don't believe there's such a thing. I think cards that are good against decks like Griselbrand can in no way ever be too oppressive. Like, decks like Griselbrand are really offensive, so cards that beat them up are a welcome addition to the format, in my opinion. Now that the owl meme is dead, what's next, Meme King? Thank you for the 313 subscription, Warblazer. I don't know. I need to see. I might go to SCG Louisville next month, and I need to see what I'm interested in playing at that. So, actually, the deck our opponent's playing is one of the decks that's going to be on my short list of things that I'm interested in playing at that open. Blood Moon's not a hate card. Blood Moon's, someone stops playing Magic card. It's very aggressive. Look, I'm gonna keep calling it Dampening Sphere, and it's gonna be okay. Everybody's gonna know what I mean. Everybody's gonna know what I mean when I say Dampening Sphere. Alright, we're done here. We're done here. Alright. Hopefully the rest of the league goes a little bit better than that. I would cut the 2 Thing in the Ices from the Owling Mine sideboard, and I would play 2 Sweltering Suns in their slots. That would be my change. Everything else was fine. Everything else was fine. Hey, Belligerent Mars with the 3-month resubscription. A quarter of a year and a hoot for all of it. Thanks for the content. Thanks for the resub. I appreciate you sending your Amazon Fun Money this way this month. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome back. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Happy Monday. Happy start to the week. Pop right on in here. Meat hooks is slivers. For those that are newer to Magic, meat hooks is slivers. The stream's a little too quiet with little hoogs having to sit right. I don't know, Innocent Smith. I don't have to make things like, I want Declan's take on Mono Red. Yeah, meat hooks is the second deck we're playing today. We're playing this, meat hooks, eggs, and smallpox. Dampening Sphere doesn't really have that big of an impact on Bloodbraid Elf, which makes it a 5-drop, which is fine. There's still Declan's in the background on the Thursday and Friday morning streams, so you can get your fill of Hogland chillins in on the morning streams. Did Justin actually end up doing that well? They didn't even top 64, right, after day 2ing? Just depends, like, what your definition of that well is, I suppose. But, like, what was his actual record? Did he finish X5? Did he finish X6? Like, because you want control over when you're playing your cards. The Howling Mine deck's a lot about sequencing, and playing a card like Burning Inquiry removes your ability to have sequencing decisions. I play so many different basics because if you're going to put more than 2 copies of basic mountain in your deck, you have to accept that you're salivating at the mouth. You got to try and contain the drool. You got to just fully embody what is occurring. You just have to like accept it, channel it, focus it, whatever you want to call it. You gotta accept that this is what's going on. If we get spell snared here, I'm gonna feel real bad. I have no idea. Stream Decker is not my piece of software. Alright. Cast this. Suspend this. Opponent's at a virtual 9 right now since we have the runes. I kind of want to use the runes aggressively because they're probably a field deck. Speaking of, yep. Let's use their Ghost Quarter as a gain too. It's a little unfortunate for me. They have a Snapcaster here, will be a little bit sad. Well, I guess it turns on the Searing Blaze, so, you know. They're going to 8 off of this. Hopefully this Searing Blaze will be live at some point. If they take a hit from this, we're going to be in a really good spot. Sweet. Alright, they're basically at 2. Kind of at 1. They want to put creatures into play. My Rampaging Dino is going to get them. It's a pretty good one, chat. It's a pretty good one. Let the Hellfire rain down upon my opponent here. Alright, I'm going to cast a Lethal Lightning Bolt. Get him. Get him. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Alright, I would love these Firecrafts for their Exquisite. Probably want to cut all of these. Probably just want some Skullcracks. Hey, Scott Groot with the 7-month resub. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here, so thank you, thank you, thank you. It's okay. Like, not exciting, but fine, right? You think so, Bob? I think I just want all my threats. I'm not expecting that much health game out of them post-board, right? Land destruction is one of the worst mechanics in a TCG. It creates uninteresting non-games of Magic, which is exactly the inverse of what I want in my TCG. The Owl Suit was nice, I agree. You get your own on Amazon, $60. Put some non-basics into play, opponent. Rude. Man, they are really upset with my lands. Do you think there's Path to Exile in their deck still? What are the odds Path to Exile still in their deck? This seems to run counterintuitive to the Spreading Seas my one color deck plan. Yes. They just printed good land interaction. Field of Ruin is quality interaction. It's a very well designed and good card. All right, send this upstairs. Gates of St. Draft is pretty good here. It's gonna let them race us a little bit. Yeah, Stream Decker's having some connectivity issues this afternoon. Unfortunately, nothing I can do with it. So this has us dead in 3. So they're winning the race right now. Not too often. It's been a long time since I've skipped a combat step. Keeping Path in isn't a surprise. I'm more surprised that they kept in Spreading Seas, honestly. Deal. Wrath of God resolves. Yes. Yes, it does. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and take them off a blue source here to make the cryptic commands worse. I don't get 2 damage off of it being a non-basic, but I do get a prowess trigger here, so that's appealing. I also get to, like, use some of my mana efficiently this turn, which is nice. So, like, I got 1 damage out of this, which is better than potentially getting no damage. Sweet. And that's a Hallowed Fountain. It's another Ramunap Ruins. All right. Yeah, I'm just attacking for 1 here, right? That was lag. That wasn't chat-based Frenzied Mage. That was Magic Online locking up. And I tapped it on their turn and then tapped it again and then it clocked out. I remember that happened. That wasn't a chat distraction. That was Magic Online being quality shit. Alright, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, let's Molten Rain that one. Puts them down to 7. I think I don't want to play out these extra runes because I don't want to give my opponent the ability to Spreading Seas them. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn and crack this. Getcha. The slow grind here. There's the next one. Go. I'm not going to answer questions like that. People just want the quick hit answers. They want me to be able to tell you the future, be able to like tell you something without playing any games. I'm going to tell you to go do your homework. Is this deck better than Burn? I don't know. Maybe it might not be too, but I definitely don't know the answer to that question after playing half a match with it. I definitely don't know the answer to that question after playing half a match with it. This is why I didn't play out the Ramunap Ruins. Are you dead? Smelling pretty dead, right? So I'm going to try and kill them during their upkeep here. Got him. Got him. Welcome to everybody that's hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I hope everyone had a great weekend, having a great start to your week. Happy Monday, folks. If you're new, I'm a TCG player and content producer, full-time meme here on Twitch. If you're enjoying my content, you want to help me make more content like this, the absolute best way you can support what I do here is by subscribing on Twitch. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. I'd love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, then you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags there. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronics and you. Anoronics like to remind you at the very least, make sure you hit that follow button. That one doesn't cost you anything, lets you know when I go live and with what. I always try and put the names of the decks that we're going to be playing on a given day in the stream title, so you can kind of know what we're going to be playing when I fire up. And if you can't catch a stream live, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. You can check the replays there. Please, for the love of God, have Birds of Paradise in your deck. Please, for the love of God, have Birds of Paradise in your deck. Please, for the love of God, have Birds of Paradise or Noble Hierarch in your deck, opponent. Please, it's all I want for Christmas is for you to go basic forest, crappy mana creature, go. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it. We're dead, chat. We're dead. We've mulliganed to 4. Click on the subscribe button. Don't smash it. Don't smash it. Click on the subscribe button above the stream. See if you have a Twitch Prime sub still available. Just give it a little gander. Thank you, Hilarious Max, for the 25-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. Please play a Snapcaster Mage. Please play a Snapcaster Mage. Please play a Snapcaster Mage. Tilt. I mean, if we draw any land here, we can start Molten Raining them. That'll be very good for us, right? Magic's fun. Did I mention that we added 2 lands to the deck that was played at the Open? Is this the same opponent? No, different opponent. Different opponent. Now, why would I want Smuggler's Copter in the deck, Death Eater? Sell me on it. Answer, solve a problem for me. What problem does this deck have that playing Smuggler's Copter solves? What problem does this deck have that playing Smuggler's Copter solves? If you have a good answer to that, then maybe we should play it. Oh, is this gonna resolve? That would be so good for us. Holy shit. That's real good for us. Well then. Well. They actually can't Field of Ruin me, right? If I fetch with this? Oh, I shouldn't have played that. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this. I'm gonna hold on to the Molten Rain for now. Everybody knows that the bird is the word. Lukatog, thank you very much for the 500 bits. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Grim Lavamancer, that's exciting. My raptor is very menacing. That's a really tough question. It's a really tough question. I'm not sure I know the answer, Dows. They have a cryptic command. Just a logic dot. Smells like cryptic command. I think... Oh, well, that's cute. Sure. I was gonna say, I don't think I want to play the Grim Lavamancer out because I... what's it called? I don't want to get Supreme Verdicted, but if they're bouncing this, playing the Grim Lavamancer is fine. Big Gid, sure. Alright, well, I can just activate this, right? So it's, like, not a big deal. No, don't redirect. Molten Rain you off of that one. No, don't redirect. Go. Man, remember when people were making fun of these Molten Rains? Remember when people were making fun of these Molten Rains? Yeah, like, okay, so I think people have unrealistic expectations of how many creatures you need to power up something like a Looter Scooter. Like, you don't just put Looter Scooter into actual every deck in Modern. I think that's a bad idea. They're going to target Path here. They're going to take one off this Ferocidon trigger. I'm going to go ahead and Searing Blaze. You are not currently subscribed, Sir Goldmain. So if you're using Twitch Prime, you definitely have to manually renew that. So this puts them down to 4 here if it resolves. Spell Snare, gross. This does, however, put me into Dire Fleet. Do I want to redirect to Gideon? No. Go to 6, please. Go to 6, please. If we draw a land, we can kill them with Searing Blazes next turn, right? We can go land, blaze, hold priority, blaze again, which is exciting. So when lands are good draws and non-lands are good draws, you're generally in a good spot. Sweet. This also means I get to do this during their upkeep, which is great for us because I can fetch with it. So I'm going to go ahead and play Bomat Courier out here. And actually, I'm going to play this Dire Fleet Daredevil out and take their Spell Snare away, right? Well, if you are on mobile, you'll need to go on the desktop in order to use the Prime Sub. Blue cheese is great. It's a great salad dressing. Just gonna exile this. Get that out of there. Go ahead and pass the turn here. Alright, so during their upkeep, I'm gonna crack this fetch. And now I'm going to Searing Blaze, retain priority, Searing Blaze again. Because the thing to remember about Searing Blaze is while they have to have a creature in order to cast it, if the creature dies, the part targeting them still resolves. So yeah, this path doesn't do anything. My opponent's still taking 6 damage here if they can't counter these Searing Blazes. So no, don't redirect. So remember, in order for a spell to be countered upon resolution, all of its targets have to be removed, and in this case, only one of its 2 targets had to be was removed. Sir Goldmain, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. I do appreciate that. As always, that's the best way you can support what I do here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Just gonna board like we boarded in the last blue-white matchup. 3 Firecrafts in and 2 Skullcracks in. I'm not really expecting a lot of health gain out of them, so I think that's all I want to do. What's going on, Justin? Howdy. Magic is intuitive and easy to understand. That is the truth. to add more, I mean, that hand was bad, to be fair. This card doesn't have flash. This card does not have flash. That's not an option. Sunruri. It seems fine. Yeah, Direfleet would be very... They have Ancestral Visions in their deck post-board against us. Okay. Okay, sure. Yep. That one, yep. Yep. Feels good. Feels good, man. Feels good. My mountains are beautiful. Should you tell them otherwise? Let's wait here. Let's wait till we get to no blocks because I need to bolt a Snapcaster Mage. Send this one upstairs here. Smells like a path to exile. Yep. Get my big, beautiful mountains, champ. Ban mountain, right? I'm gonna go ahead and blast this up upstairs, even though they can counter it here. It doesn't have Spell Mastery yet, because I am kind of okay trading in these 3 cards for 2 new cards if they try and kill my Bomat Courier here. Yeah, especially if that hit. Like... Under this Bomat is lethal, right? Here's hoping. Whoa, God, their sequencing has been real bad. Their sequencing has been very questionable. Go. Details on how donation decks work is here, Sir Goldmane. If you have any questions about specifics after reading that, feel free to send me a message. There were, in fact, 3 pieces of candy under there. Can confirm was 3 pieces of candy. No, I don't think... I think I might play a little bit of Brawl when that releases, but I don't really have a desire to get back into Standard. And Dominaria is going to release some more cards into Modern, too, that I'm interested in playing. So, like, unless Modern people's desire to see Modern played suddenly dries up, I don't intend to branch back into Standard anytime soon. I just have, like, more than enough content and more than enough variety of content playing only Modern. And I enjoy Modern, so, like, you know... Brawl does seem sweet. Brawl is a 60 card standard commander variant. I think we've died, chat. I think we have died. I'm not an expert, but I believe we've lost the game. More Nova Chaser hype. Thank you for the bits, Turk and Ducan. I do appreciate that. Get those applied to that one. Nova Chaser. Up 3 points to go. Slide them on up. The new angel is sweet. The new angel is really sweet. Well, I definitely shouldn't have redirected the bolt last turn. I definitely shouldn't have done that, because then I would have done less damage to my opponent overall. I'm gonna crack this fetch here. Grab a mountain. Okay. Alright. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. So they can activate Celestial Colonnade and block here, which sucks for us. So I guess I'm just passing. Let's open and draw one of our other two Exquisite Firecrafts here. So I'm gonna activate this in response here, because if I don't activate it in response, they'll Field of Rune it while I can't deal damage. No, I'm just gonna put them to a nice clean 0, I think. This is fine. Yep. All right. Got some good ones here. Anaronics, thank you for some bits. I do appreciate that. That's like our 12th land this game. Man, what kind of idiot put extra lands in this deck? They must have been really stupid. Harsh Mentor. It's pretty decent against Lad Chad here. Pretty decent against Lad Chad. Oh no, are we dead? Smells like we're dead. Alright, has it been 3 months already? Thanks for the great context. Arum Vox. Thanks for the quarter-of-a-year resub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. It's a long time. Things are getting kind of serious, feels like. Oh, is this only artifacts and creatures? Wow, that's so weird. Why does it explicitly... That seems very unlike cards that they print today, right? Like, most cards that they print today don't like explicitly call out card types like that. I just assumed it said opponents activated abilities, because that's how they template cards today. Consistency is overrated, apparently. I think I'm just playing this other card as a 2-1. I think we're just on the don't beat Supreme Verdict plan. This card seems really unimpressive. It's like pretty mediocre overall. Yeah, I'm aware it affects lands. Well, that's really good for us. I'm gonna beep popping our goblin shaped Jeep here. Hopefully run our opponent OVER. I'm partly timing you out because you're annoying and partly timing you out because you didn't know how to spell. They suspended Ancestral Visions on one. How could they possibly lose? It's like a Dismember? Or an Opt? I don't understand. Not committing any more creatures into Wrath of God. Do you have a Snapcaster Mage? Yeah, that's why it would be good. Like, it's okay for your hate cards to be good. It's okay. Trigger. Do you have a Dispel? Yeah, they're both the same list, Gorzix. I had someone that wanted to get it added in a second time so we see more of it. Yes, sure. So you're taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and going to 4 here. So they either need Dad Chad or a Sweeper here. Suspend you, go. Worth noting that had that Rift Bulb and a Lava Spike, we'd have killed them there. Although I guess they probably would have pathed the Rabblemaster, right? This is like 10 out of 10 Settle the Wreckage, right? That's what this is. I guess it could be a Cryptic Command too. Yeah, we've played the Black-Red Reanimator deck on stream a few times. Deck's fine. I'm gonna attack like this, right? This, not only do I have 4 mountains to get out of my deck, which would be fine to get, but I think I just want to not lose to Snapcaster Mage plus another path. Yeah, so I'm just gonna attack like this. Maybe I should attack with the Swiftspear instead of the Dire Fleet. I don't know, they're at 1, so it's kind of splitting hairs either way. It's a Settle the Wreckage, that's fine. Just like get a bunch of mountains. So I'm gonna play this Ferocidon here since I have 2 1-power speed threats. Team Kiki, please. Had a really bad weekend. Glad I get to watch your stream today. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Hope your week goes better than your weekend's been going. Got one of those pushed on up there. Their AV does resolve this turn. Yeah, it's much harder to flood out from this position. Hey, Psycho Smurf. All the news combo I showed you a few days ago. Just wanted to get a head start in the queue. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, so they should be dead here, right? So go like speedy guy. Ooh, found a piece of candy, chat. I'm sequencing this way on purpose. And you're dead. And I finished top 1,000 at the Open with Owling Mine. What did I miss? Nicholas Bolas. We are 2-1 with mono red aggro things. We've beaten blue-white control twice, and we died in a blaze to Griselbrand in the first match. So about par for the course. We're 100% against that. To be fair, Bob did call it the 100% matchup, right? And so far, he's been correct. What are your thoughts on the new relic tokens by Algebra? I don't know what those are, so I don't don't really have any thoughts on him. I'm pretty sure this is a mulligan, right? Just like hands down creatures are bad and like no lands is bad. Welcome to Thunderdome, I suppose. I don't think I'm gonna cast a spell this game. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna identify whatever they're playing and then concede here. Yeah. Alright, so we're playing green, red, Eldrazi. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede here. I don't actually think I want a sideboard. I think I'm actually pretty happy with all the cards in our main deck. I guess Exquisite Firecraft's probably pretty good. It kills Thought-Knots here, if we need to. That seems fine. Molten Rain's a little slow, a little bit less reach. Let's try this. Skullcrack's okay. I'll bring it in for game 3 on the draw. They shouldn't know what we're playing. They should know we're playing this game, so like the kitchen finks and stuff shouldn't come in. I mean, like, if we're caring about the main deck Thrag Tusk, like, we're losing that game anyways. Lowest I've mulliganed and still won. I went off a 2-card hand in Legacy one time. I kept Grove of the Burn Willows, Life from the Loam, drew a fetch land, and eventually won the game. Hopefully double Searing Blaze is about to punch the clock and go to work here. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go to attack here. Get in our licks. Yep, he's dead, Jim. Harsh Mentor probably doesn't have much of a text box in this matchup. It's only activated, it's not triggered ability, so it doesn't affect Eldrazi Obligator or Thought-Knot Seer. It affects, like, drawing a card off of Mind Stone, but that's, like, super narrow, right? Alright, well, these Searing Blazes would normally be pretty good, but OP doesn't have any creatures. I think I'm just using this as a deal 3 damage kicker. We're gonna hit them for 2 and then, like, fetch a mountain and then, like, bolt them. I don't know how we're beating a 4/4 Thoughtseize next turn. The better question is, what is this black bordered mountain doing in my deck? What is this black bordered mountain doing in my deck full of big, beautiful white bordered mountains? Look, if there's more than 2 basic mountains in your mana base, and you're not playing mismatched white bordered basic mountains, you haven't truly accepted what your deck embodies. If you have more than 2 mountains and they're not mismatched, you think more of yourself than you probably should. You've registered this many mountains, you need to live with your decisions. It's a bold block. This card's got first strike for those that are unaware. No, I want to make this attack, chat. I want to make this attack. I think even if they don't mess up there, we're fine. I just want to make that attack and push 2 damage. Right, we're gonna spin the wheel here. Survey says, in the end, it doesn't even matter anymore. We will not be countering their creatures. All right, lands are good draws, non-lands are good draws. Let's go. Let's go. Grim Lavamancer, that includes a non-land good draw. I'm gonna go ahead and just attack with this again. God bless your first strike. I take back all the bad things I've said about you, Direfleet Daredevil. Very, very reasonable here. Yeah, just get in there. Getcha. The other good F word. So if they have more aggression here, we could be a little bit behind, but I feel like we're getting into an okay position to actually race here. I mean, you can also beat Core Firewalker by skullcracking them. You skullcrack them when they block. I mean, there's enough lightning bolts in Modern as a format right now that Direfleet's probably pretty okay. I have a Squidbilly here. Yep. So Drowsy Obligator. Oh no! They're gonna shoot down one of my creatures. Are they? They can't actually, right? They need one more mana. Or one more card in their discard pile, more explicitly. Unless they're just not. Okay, they didn't play a land yet this turn, right? Hey, Ewok the Brave. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here, so thanks for putting your Amazon fun money towards my channel this month here. Hopefully they attack with everything here. That lets me Searing Blaze the Obligator. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Searing Blaze the Obligator here. I don't want to take 3. We could potentially get more damage out of it next turn, but I think I'd rather just gain the health here. So they're going to 8, and then we're taking 7 here. I don't want to eat this because I want my Lavamancer back. So we had a lot of lethal draws here, including that one. Let's attack for 4 first. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Searing Blaze and Lavamancer are both pretty close to unplayable without fetches. Blast you. Alright, so now that they know we're an aggressive deck, I think I want these Skullcracks. Molten Rain's pretty bad. I guess Eidolon's probably pretty mediocre. Let's do that. I put one Dragon Claw on the draw. They've got red cards too. All right, so that was a good. So Dalawab gonna get a 10-minute timeout. So we have a rule here in chat here. If you want to say something like this deck is a worse green red zoo deck, you got to say is this a worse green red zoo deck because, and then use your words, be an adult, put on your big kid pants, whatever you want to call it, and articulate yourself. Explain to me why you think it's a worse green red zoo deck. Just like baseless statements screaming into the void, like that just takes up space in chat and takes away from people that actually want to contribute something useful and constructive. I don't actually know what the advantages of this deck are over playing something like Green Red Zoo. I haven't really played with Green Red Zoo, and I've only played 4 matches with this deck. 3.5 matches with this deck. The mana, if we want to thought cast a little bit here and brainstorm about why this deck could be good. The mana base, I agree with that. From Armatha the Pink, I think that's a big draw to this deck. The mana base is very consistent and not painful, which is very nice. Getting to play a bunch of basic lands is quite stellar for us. I'm not a fan of land destruction against Eldrazi style decks. The Eldrazi decks have so much mana in them that you're generally not going to get to mana screw them with a card like that. And if you're not mana screwing them, you're just like wasting your time mostly. Now, I think you'd be better off playing a different deck rather than playing Jund without the cards that make Jund good. There are plenty of decks in Modern that you can be bought for what it costs to build Jund without those cards. I'm bringing Exquisite Firecraft because it's 4 to the dome that can also eat a Reality Smasher, or sorry, a Thought-Knot Seer. Oh, come on, activate your Relic. Activate your Relic. Activate your Relic. Damn it. We're so unlucky. Just the unluckiest. Blood Moons don't really advance your game plan. That's why I really like Molten Rain, because it advances your game plan. No Smusher is A+ for us here. Definitely not blocking here. Wow, no play is nuts for us. Alright, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to attack them for 2. I'm going to suspend this Rift Bolt, and I'm going to pass. Blood Moon's kind of a game plan. Yeah, buddy. Trigger that Harsh Mentor. Getcha. MTG Finance is so silly. It's like hurts the people that actually want to play the game. It's really obnoxious. Huh. Do I want a Searing Blaze, the Matter Reshaper, or the Noble Hierarch here? I kind of want to just kill the Noble Hierarch, honestly. I'm going to let them attack with this because I don't want them to have a blocker. I did let them get an Exalted trigger here, but I think this is fine for us. Jip, the details on how the donation decks work are here. If you have any questions on specific, feel free to message me in private and I'll get back to you after the stream. Also, like, the fact that, like, this is sitting here dealing damage to them is also quite good for us. Oh, we have a Rift Bolt on suspend, too. Oh, they're just dead this turn, right? Just, like, Rift Bolt you, Exquisite Firecraft you for lethal. Well on our way to 3-2-ing. Remember, never forget, chat. The first step to 3-2ing every Modern League is starting 3-1. The Open was a lot of fun. The Open was a lot of fun. Boop. Boop. Getcha. Searing Blaze. All right. 3-1. After this league, make sure you don't go anywhere. We're going to play a little bit of Meat Hooks after this in a Modern League. For those of you that are newer to Magic or Modern, Meat Hooks is what we call Slivers Tribal. Don't ask me why we call it Meat Hooks. It's from the old Legacy days back when we named decks after things like breakfast cereals. Man, I've been sitting for an hour and a half. Let's stand up for the last match here, shall we, in the next league? Enjoy the ride, Twitch. Oh. Shake it out here. Oh. We have 4 lands, but one of them deals 2 damage. So I think I'm going to keep this. Ooh, Cycle Street Wraith is probably good for us. Oh, come on. Yeah, buddy. Just -7 myself on the first turn of the game. God bless us, everyone. God bless us. Someone asked what we lost to in the first match. We lost to Griselbrand. What a hideous Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't know why they allow these in Magic the Gathering. Yeah, not surprised to see Bomat bite it there. Ooh, backup Ramunap Ruins. The old 1-land Street Wraith on the draw, sure. I'm actually just going to go ahead and play out Direfleet Daredevil here as a 2-1 for 1. I don't think I really want to Thoughtseize my opponent. It also takes a card out of their discard pile to make their traverses potentially worse. Yeah, whichever intern designed the evocation frame for the Amonkhet masterpieces, just like, yeah. Searing Blaze doesn't have to kill Death Shadow. It kills them. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. All right, so they haven't had a traverse yet. I think I would prefer to Molten Rain them here and keep them off of red so they can't what's it called me? Battle Rage me. Hey, Arkiru with the 5-month resubscription. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you could support what I do here. So thank you. Kill you. I'm gonna attack them with this, down to 3. Makes this a 10-10. We're going to go ahead and cast this Eidolon, I think. Turns off any fetch lands if they want to cast spells. All right, so they're almost certainly a traverse build, right? So these relics are probably pretty good. I don't think this is a Dragon's Claw matchup. I don't think Skullcrack's very good. Molten Rain's probably pretty good because their deck is generally pretty greedy, and it can turn off their... What's the word I'm searching for? It can kind of mana screw them a lot of the time. Harsh Mentor is probably the trim. It probably doesn't actually activate on anything other than fetch lands. I guess Rampaging Ferocidon is a little bit slow. I guess making their fetch lands do a ton of damage is probably fine. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I guess Searing Blood's kind of eh. Yeah, okay, I'd buy that for $1. Oop, too late. This game seems decent. Needs some more lands here, obviously, but I like keeping a hand that has a high action density against a deck that is full of discard spells. Hey, Caleb Shear with the host. Welcome. Welcome to folks coming over from Caleb's channel, hanging out, playing some Modern here. Kicking the tires on the mono red deck from the open this weekend. We're gonna play some meat hooks after this. Let's activate this now so I get my auto pass value in here. We have our Grim Lavamancer Relic of Progenitus combo in play right now, which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Double Blood Crypt. Okay. That's interesting. So they must have green mana in their hand. Abrupt Decay. Alright. Alright. Buy that for $1. Rawr, get ya. Alright, missing the land there might be a death knell for us. Let's see what their follow-up is. Basic Forest. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, we have a Searing Blaze for later, I guess. I have it listed as Map Red because I couldn't remember if the card was called Ramunap or Ramunap when I named it. If we're in the business of being honest, yeah, you cast Lay the Land, opponent. You do it. You find all the land you ever wanted to find. They don't have a third basic in their deck to go get. That's funny. Alright, don't keep one-landers, chat. Lesson learned. Let's get this next one on the play here. I think I'm going to keep Searing Blood. They have Grim Flare, plus they have Bloodbraid Elf, so Searing Blood seems fine. I'd love to play first. That seems kind of mediocre. I guess I'm gonna keep it. Like, really sad if they Thoughtseize me, but like, and this is why, like, playing against Thoughtseize is like such a miserable experience. Like, this hand's bad if they Thoughtseize me, but mulliganing is also bad against getting Thoughtseize. So like, I don't make my hand better by mulliganing, is basically what it comes down to. Just gonna fetch the Thin here, since I'm gonna fetch next turn anyways. I really don't want to draw a land. It's pretty minuscule either way. I guess you could argue that the way the bauble works out, I could have waited. They don't have removal for this. We're going to be in a great spot. All right, they do. We're still in an okay spot since we picked up this Rabblemaster. It was a pretty good draw. This deck plays fetch lands because of Searing Blaze and Grim Lavamancer is the answer. I'm just gonna go ahead and Molten Rain them here. There's a good chance we could just get a freebie by doing this. Could have another land, but like if they don't, we get to maybe run away with the game. Yeah, sweet. All right. God bless. Go ahead and get my Revel on here. Revel, coffee's for closers, and Goblin Rabblemaster is all about getting himself a cup of joe. He ends the game very quickly. I do actually have Delirium. That's really funny. Because we have an enchantment creature. That's actually kind of hilarious. This is going to be a Death Shadow, I assume. Manamorphose into double Shadow would be really terrifying. That's exactly what this is, isn't it? Oh, sure. I do get to Snapcaster push this this Death Shadow, which is nice for us. Land would be great, so we could play this Eidolon as well. Relic. I think that's okay. Not super exciting, but fine. Getcha. I think I actually want to wait on the Relic since I have this Searing Blaze in my hand. I don't really like taking one card out of their discard pile doesn't really do much for us, and I'd much rather hold the fetch land to trigger the Searing Blaze next turn potentially. Grimflare. So Grimflare plus Searing Blaze is going to be pretty lethal here. Snatchcaster. That has some implications with it that are yeah. Snatchcaster. All right. Alright, so don't Teamer Battle Rage me, bro. Don't Teamer Battle Rage me. I'm sure they have a Teamer Battle Rage because that'll put us to 3-2 in every deck's to 3-2 deck, right, chat? Magic's fun. Alright, Ish Wrath with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here, so thank you for helping me do what I do every single day. I don't know if I have anything super specific or constructive to feedback on this one. I guess my takeaway would be the Harsh Mentors were okay in the fact that they were playable, but I feel like Eidolon is probably a little bit better on average, so I would probably be interested in playing the 4th Eidolon before playing the first Harsh Mentor, so I'd probably 4-2 split those as opposed to 3-3 splitting them. Bomat Courier was pretty good. I actually ended up trimming a Bomat Courier for a land, but that was probably wrong. I think having 20 to 21 lands is pretty ideal in a deck like this that's trying to curve out to 3, but I think I wouldn't sacrifice Bomat Courier for that. I'd probably like maybe turn the Searing Blood into another Bomat Courier, and then honestly, maybe even turning a Rabblemaster into a 4th Courier is good. This card's really impressive. It drew us extra cards a few times in this tournament in that league, and felt pretty powerful.